this video, we're going to look at the content area of your D2L courses. The content area is where you will find the readings, documents, and links in your course, and it can be accessed by clicking on the content link in the course navigation bar. In some courses, you may have to go to a course materials link to find content, but in this example, content is right here on the menu bar. Now, the content area is organized into modules, which are like folders. Your course may be set up with a different module for each week or unit, or there might be modules for different types of content, such as a module for handouts and a module for links. No matter how your instructor decides to organize your course, the navigation within the content area will be the same. Right now, we're looking at the table of contents in the content area. This is a screen on which you can scroll through all the content in your course module by module. You can always get back to this screen by clicking on the table of contents here in the sidebar menu. Below the table of contents link in the sidebar menu, we then see a link for every module in the course. Clicking from link to link will bring up different modules in this center window area just to the right of the menu. If the module you click on happens to have submodules within it, then those will become visible here on the left-hand menu when their parent module is selected. Now, to access any of the links or items within a module, you simply click on them to open. When you click on something in content, one of two things will happen. Either that page will become visible within the D2L screen, like it is here, or it will open in a new window. When a content item opens in the D2L screen, it'll look like this, and you can scroll down to view the entire page. There are several ways you can navigate back or to other pages or modules, so we'll examine those from the top of the screen and moving down. First, we have the breadcrumb chain. The breadcrumb chain shows you what modules you've moved through to get to the page you're currently on. All of the items in this chain are links, so you can use it to move back to the table of contents or to one of the module pages. Right below the breadcrumbs is the title of the item you're viewing, and then there are a few buttons on the right-hand side across from that title. The first of these buttons is a bookmark. Clicking on it will save this page to your course bookmarks folder, which can be found on the table of contents page in the upper left-hand side. I also want to point out the search topics box here on the overall homepage. If you're looking for something in the content area but can't remember how to find it, you can search for it here. Next to the bookmark window is a pop-up window button. Use it to view this piece of content in a separate window. Finally, in this row are navigation buttons. You can use them to move from item to item within the content area. Right below the row of buttons, you'll see a very small tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Clicking on this tab will reveal a pop-up menu that you can use to navigate to any part of the course you want, including the table of contents. Finally, if you scroll down below the content item, you'll see a few more buttons. The first is Send to Binder, which, if you have the Binder app downloaded on your iPad, will allow you to view the documents you send to it while you're offline. You also have Download and Print buttons and an additional set of navigation arrows. Going back to content for a moment, if you happen to click on a link or an item within content that opens a new tab or window in your course, it will look something like this, opening it up in an entirely different tab. If this happens, to return to D2L, you just simply need to close the tab you're on, and you'll be back in D2L, and you can return to the table of contents or to the module that you want through any of the methods we just mentioned. This concludes our tour of the D2L content area. Feel free to explore this area in all of your D2L courses.